Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and I'm joined now with none other than Kid Galahad. Barry, how have you been?
I've been good, Michelle. Been good.
It's been a while. I think, when was it? Last time I saw you, Boston?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We didn't do an interview with Boston, did we?
No, we didn't. Because, hold on, and let me clarify, because you know people were like, oh, did she have a falling out with Barry or something because I didn't interview you. It did look that way.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that bit. I didn't
Yeah.
know that bit, yeah.
But you got tired and you weren't able to do the interview, because remember we agreed to do it once you left the venue.
Yes, but I had to go home today and recover and chill.
Understood.
And, you know, it was, you know, we did 12 rounds, so you had to go home, rest up, recover and chill.
Well, first, before we get into the big news,
Yes.
you know, the biggest fight of your career thus far is approaching. How are things with you? You good?
Good, yeah. Training as well. Feeling good. Can't wait for this date and venue to be announced. So, you know, big fight.
Is there anything you can tell me about it? Is it going to be, I'm assuming it's here in the UK.
Yeah, it's definitely in the UK. It's probably 99% chance it would be in Leeds. So, you know, it has to happen within 90 days. So the deadline is the 4th of May. So I can't say that it's going to happen before the 4th of May.
How are you feeling about everything?
Feeling good, you know, training's going good. You know, it's a long time coming. Been training for this moment, you know, over 20 years. Been training a very long time to get to this point.
It's been a long time coming for you.
It has. It's been a very, very long time. And, you know, when that fight gets made and we get in there and we fight, I won't be denied. And in Arabic, we call it, you know, there's a saying called maktub, which means, you know, it's written. And that's what I believe.
You should get that tattooed. I'm just kidding.
That'd be like a tramp stamp.
What's up with this? You joining Illuminati or something?
No, this is Lost Souls. You like this, don't you?
It's a nice sweater.
You like it?
Even though if I wore it, my mama would kill me.
Why?
Because she'd feel like it was some sort of like satanic thing. Like, no, don't be wearing that.
It could be.
It could be. You never know. I mean, it's very symbolic to something of that nature.
Lost Souls.
Ish.
Give them a shout out. Look.
I do have a sweater of theirs. Don't I, Baz? I have a sweater of theirs.
You do?
Yeah.
Stuff. Look, they even do this one here. This is my favourite one. This one here. Baz, come here.
Let's show the
Baz,
sweater.
Baz. Come in.
Yeah, but just show,
This is my favourite
the
one.
bit. Is it on the can you see it on camera?
No.
This is the one.
Just stand right here.
Like chill, man.
It'll probably cut off your head anyways. Whatever, anyways. Alrighty. Well, it's nice to be able to catch up with you again. So let's get down to it. Josh Warrington,
Yeah.
big fight. We do know that you were last on the list for him. In fact, if he had it his way, you wouldn't be on the list at all.
Exactly. You know, it's a fight that they didn't want, and you know, the IBF. That's the good thing with the IBF. You know, they stick to the rules and regulations. And
well, we all know the IBF will strip you. They've done it to everybody.
The IBF are, you know, they're probably the straightest from all the governing bodies. They don't mess about. You know, I believe they are the fairest and they stick to the rules. You know, they don't bend the rules for nobody. You've got to fight your mandatory, and that's it. You know, and you know, I'm mandatory. I think Frank, you know, tried to make him vacate, but where's he gonna go? You know, Oscar Valdez didn't want to fight him unless he had the IBF, and Leo Santa Cruz didn't want to fight him if he didn't have the IBF. So you know, he was in a position where he had to fight me. And plus, he's getting his biggest purse fight in me, which is very, very strange. You know, he just boxed Carl Frampton, who, you know, I'm a nobody, and he's getting a bigger purse fight in me than fighting Carl Frampton, which is very strange, you know, but it's what it is, isn't it?
Why do you think he didn't want to fight you?
Because styles make fights, and you know, the Frampton fight was perfect for him, because Frampton was thinking about everything else apart from the fight against him. Frampton thought, you know, he's going to go in there and walk through. When he got in there, you know, he undertrained and he didn't train properly. Got in there and got battered. But you know, with me, it's completely different. You know, I don't believe he is mentally or physically on the same level as me.
So I want to read some quotes that he said about
Yeah.
you recently, and give you the opportunity to
Yes, you can.
respond to them. Yeah.
Yes.
So we could start with the fact that he said, before I got a world title shot, I won the British, European, and Commonwealth at featherweight, and he beat a lot of opponents who are world title level, 6 or 7 of them. I don't think he's earned his stripes. What do you make of him saying that he doesn't think that you've earned your stripes?
6 or 7. So who were the 6 or 7 he's boxed?
He said world title level.
I know, but who's that? We know he's boxed Kid Galahad. We know he's boxed Frampton, and he's boxed Selby. Renderman.
Do you feel that you've earned your stripes?
I've more than earned my stripes. But listen, if he believes that, which I know he don't believe, because he does talk a lot, doesn't he? We'll have to wait and see. You know, when we get in there, there's levels. I'm going to show him his levels. You know, if he believes that, then let him believe that. You know, it's up. You know, it's just they can believe what they want to believe.
Now the other one that he said was, I don't like his cocky persona that he's got, and I don't like his attitude.
Yes.
When he talks about the drug ban, it's like he doesn't have any remorse.
Well, listen, that's his opinion, and everyone's entitled to their own opinion. If he doesn't like me, then he doesn't like me, you know. I like him. I think he's a great lad, you know. Leads. But what would you want to say? You know, if you don't like me, don't like me. You know, what is he to be remorse about? You know, he's sitting there, it's like, what do I have to be remorse about? You know,
For people who don't know the story, would you mind clarifying a bit? Because I feel like there are people
we have been in this situation. You know, the thing is, they're gonna keep on saying this and saying that. For me, personally, you know, people can say what they want to say and think what they want to think. It don't really bother me, you know. If he thinks, you know, I've got no remorse or whatever it is he wants to think, he can think that, you know. But let me just tell you a little story. When I was a very young boy, I was always in and out of trouble, and we got sent to go see this doctor, me and my brothers, and I did get diagnosed with sociopath. Who that is?
Sociopath?
Sociopath, yeah. Someone who does not have no empathy, no remorse.
A sociopath?
Sociopath. And no remorse. So, you know, he's probably right, you know. He's more or less right in what he says.
Yeah, but sociopaths are crazy. I don't think you're crazy.
No, they're not. You can just have like.
You might be a little crazy, but you're not like.
Well, listen, for anyone to get in the ring, you've got to.
You gotta have a few screws loose to be a boxer in the first place. That's a fact.
Exactly.
So let's talk a bit about it. What did you think of Warrington's performance against Carl Frampton? I know a lot of people favored Carl to win the fight.
But I never once, you know, I didn't ever think Carl was in the fight at all. You know, maybe Carl 3 or 4 years ago, yeah, but you know, Carl's last 2 performances have not looked very good, have they? You know, I think he went in there, he underestimated Warrington. He thought he was going to walk through him, and he got in there, and you know, he got battered. That's the only way I can describe it. He got battered.
Barry, how do you see this fight going down between you guys? Is there any sort of prediction you can give us? Is there anything you're feeling? Because just like you were saying, obviously styles make fights. So.
Styles make fights, and listen, he is a very emotional person, and his dad is a very emotional person. I can see his dad chucking in the towel. I really can. You know, he's gonna try and bring it. You know, when we get in there, and you know, I'm gonna beat him up very badly, and then you know, I think between the 6th or 7th round, his dad will chuck the towel in.
Wow.
You know, there's when we get in there, you will see.
What does this moment mean for you?
Well, I've been training for this moment all my life, so you know, when I get in there, I won't be denied. You know, if they told me I've got a fight in front of us, you know, his dad's living room, and his dad was the judge, and his brothers was the judges and referee, I'd get in there and fight him, and I'd make sure I win.
When you look back on all the challenges you've had
Yeah.
and now seeing that the moment is finally here, it must feel like a bit of a relief for you, because I'm sure there's been times where you thought this moment would never happen.
Yeah, you know,
Right?
yeah, 100%. But you know, yeah, but you know what? In the back of my mind, I always knew I was gonna get to this position. You know, because I ain't got nothing else. You know, I ain't got no form of education. I ain't got no, you know, no job. I ain't got nothing. So you know, for other people, you know, they've got safety nets. I ain't got no safety net. So, you know I have to make it in this. So when I get in that ring, you know, I'm not a dentist technician like Warrington. You know, I ain't got, you know, grades like him. You know, I ain't got no safety net. You know, he's thinking about, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna open this restaurant and this and that. I'm not thinking about, you know, anything else apart from winning that title. And you know, it's my destiny to win that title, no matter what. So you know, whatever I've got to do on that night to win, I'm gonna do.
Do you feel that he's overlooking you a bit, because the way that he said it was as if, I just need to get this mandatory out of the way before I can get a unification fight?
No, he won't do that, you know, because he'll go back, you know, and he'll watch some of the tapes and he'll know, you know, this is going to be his toughest fight of his career. He might not say it publicly, but I know mentally he knows that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he can say what he wants to say, but I know when we get in that, you know, he's going to train hard. His dad's going to make him train hard, you know, and when we get in there, you know, he's going to try his hardest and he's going to get beat, and that'll probably be the end of him.
When you imagine, because obviously we're just the start of the year.
Yeah.
I keep trying to hide my thumb. Sorry, it's a bit distracting. We're obviously at the start of the year.
Yeah.
When you imagine the 12-month plan for yourself, what do you
I'm not
see?
thinking about the 12-month plan. I'm just thinking about winning this title. I'm not thinking anything past this fight, past that day.
Not just
Anything.
looking, not just overlooking him, but just in general for yourself.
Just winning that title.
That's it.
Nothing else matters to me. Don't matter what happens after that. To me.
You know what? You seem like one of the most dedicated fighters I've ever met. Genuinely, like you live and breathe this life.
I don't think you will ever meet a guy like me, mentally, or meet anybody who's more dedicated than me. And when we get in that ring, it's gonna be too late for him. But when we get in that ring, he'll know soon. You know, after the first round when that bell rings, he's gonna know.
Well, we saw that you were sparring with Lee Selby.
Yeah.
At one point, if I remember correctly, did you guys not have war of words on Twitter at one point?
Me and Selby?
Yeah, was it you and Selby?
No.
Oh, it was you and Carl. You and Carl, I'm
yeah.
just kidding.
No. Selby's a good friend of mine. But at the end of the day, listen, this is boxing. And if you had to fight someone, your friendship goes out the window, because at the end of the day, boxing is boxing. You know, it's your job. And Selby's moving up to obviously lightweight now. He's struggling to make featherweight. He's looking good. He's looking sharp. He's looking strong. So I think he's got a tough test. But he should look good. He should look very good.
You are very focused.
Yeah.
And here's why. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you never were before.
Yeah.
But there is something very different about your demeanor. There we go. Your demeanor.
Intensity.
Yeah, it's intense, isn't it? It's a bit different than usually. You're always cracking jokes and whatnot, but you seem very.
Yeah, because we've got a task on. We've got a task in hand, and you've got to remember, me fighting for this title, I've been training all my life to win this. You know, I spent years and years grinding in that gym. When I had my band, you know, and nobody thought I'd be in this position that I'm in. You know, and a lot of people, you know, they want me to fail. You know, and you know, at the end of the day, when I get in there, I've got to make sure, you know, I win by any means necessary.
Your environment over at the Ingle Gym, we know that Kel has now departed.
Yes.
How's that been?
It's good. I still talk to him, you know. FaceTimes me every other day. He's good, you know. He's just having another daughter, so you know it's going good for him. Listen, you know, I think he just wants a big fight now, and then that's him, you know, done. Probably got another 2 big fights in him.
Is it hard though to have that sort of environment for all those years, and him even living here, and then it's gone? It's got to feel a bit strange, no?
Early, you know, Kel leaving here hasn't really affected me. No, you know, I still speak to him every other day. He FaceTimes me. You know, most times he just had a little daughter. And listen, in this game you've got to do what's best for you. You know, if Kel thinks leaving, you know, the Ingle gym and, you know, going somewhere else and having a different setup works for him, then that's, you know, it's good for him.
What did you make of his last fight?
In his last fight, it was alright, you know. I didn't think, you know, it was the best performance, you know. I think, for me personally, I think Kel's best ever performance was against Sean Porter. You know, I think if you had to put Kel in with anybody that night, I don't think anybody with any welterweight would have ever beaten him, because he was on point that night.
Were you disappointed, like I'm disappointed, that there was no Kell Brook Amir Khan fight?
Yeah, I was very disappointed, you know. I think that fight should have been made, you know. I think, you know, Khan, I don't understand why, you know, he's fighting Crawford. I
mean, I understand why.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he's world champion. It's another world title shot. I get it. I get it.
But it's not a winnable fight for him, is it? You know, it's not a, you know, it's not a winnable fight. You know, I don't think he's got a chance. I think, you know, Crawford is young, fresh, and hungry, and I think Crawford will probably stop him inside 6. Where, you know, Kell and him, I think, you know, they both had a hard career, and they're at the point now, you know, the British public need to see this fight.
Yeah, I agree.
And, you know, hopefully it can be made before the end of the year. But I don't know, I just don't think Khan is interested in Kell. I think, you know, some people have just got some people's, you know, the blueprint to beat him. Styles make fights, like I said, and I just believe Kell will always beat someone like Khan.
Well, Barry, it's been nice chit-chatting with you. Sorry, my shirt. It's been nice chit-chatting with you.
Yeah.
You have any final words?
None, you know.
Do you know what I think we should do?
What should
we should address the dating rumors.
The date?
How many times do we get asked if we're dating?
I've never heard this.
Oh, okay.
I've heard this rumor before, Michelle.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard this?
Okay.
I've never heard this rumor before.
Never.
Never.
People are always on it. They're always on it.
No, I'm married to the game, Michelle.
I know it.
I'm married to
I know it.
No,
Just thought we should clarify,
Yeah,
given that, you know, I'm here, just letting everyone know.
Then that looks
it's
a bit
just,
suspicious.
No, it's professional,
no,
you know?
it can come across a bit suspicious.
You think so?
Yeah, because you say, oh, no, I'm not, you know, we're not doing nothing. But people thinking, oh yeah, look at them.
Oh, okay.
So,
I would own it if that was the case.
I'm just saying.
I would own my life. I'm not embarrassed to admit my life.
Some people, you know, what they do, they try and throw it off. Don't they? Oh yeah, we're not doing nothing. No. And then, you know.
No, if I was dating a fighter, it would be no.
If you could date a
I'd
fighter,
put
who
it
would it be?
I wouldn't answer that question.
Okay, if you could date a promoter, who would it be?
They're married. I would never answer that question.
Shit. What about? You just name us a couple of fighters that could be in the mix.
Could be in the mix?
Yes.
Well, they're not in the mix, but I don't know. I couldn't answer that because then we'd be like, oh, see, they did have something. And it's like, no.
I think you.
You never know. Next year, I could probably end up married.
Yeah, you could do. If I was gonna say you were gonna pick a boxer, I would say you would pick someone like.
He's taking the piss right now.
You could pick one from the UK and one from America, then you could have like a pound for pound.
From America. I don't
Let's
know
rephrase it. Who do you think would be good marriage material as a boxer?
Who do you think I should date?
Not just for you.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Going in.
Yeah, who do you think I should date? I'm single, has to be single, don't give me no married man. Ain't having that. Who would I be compatible with? Do you know anyone? Do you want to play matchup?
Don't, you know.
Eve Ngabu?
Eve Mugabu. They've got cruiserweight in the gym.
Met him today.
Like strong man.
Met him today.
Very strong. So, you know, he'll strong like bull.
Okay.
He'd be good. He'd be very good for Michelle, wouldn't he?
I don't know.
He's got swagger. From Belgium. He's got
I
swagger.
heard he reads poetry and that sort of stuff, so
Yeah. So he could be the one for you.
I heard he floats like a butterfly but stings like a horse. That could be a problem.
Shut up, Bass.
Could be a problem.
That one's naughty, that one. Who else? This fella here is a good looking fella. If you look at him quick.
He's too young.
No,
He's
he's
too young.
not. Age is nothing but a number.
Oh, but no, it's not.
Is this the R. Kelly
Trust
trial?
me.
Is this the R. Kelly
Yeah,
trial?
I'm definitely not interested in super young.
You know how old he is? This one here.
Yeah, he's 24.
I'm just saying, Michelle.
Oh, too young for me. I'm 34.
I know that's.
Come on.
Black don't crack.
Neither does Olive.
So we've got a UK
Alright,
candidate.
so
How about a
that's-
US candidate?
Apparently, guys, there's nobody. So we'll just keep it there. That's why I'm single.
Are you single? I've heard rumours that you and I tell you who.
Uh-huh.
You might get a bit upset, yeah.
Why?
You and Coogan Cassius.
Oh, shut up.
Like, you know, a couple.
Okay.
I've heard that. I'm just saying.
Hey, you just saw the wink?
Is that true?
No, you just did a wink right now. No,
I'm
it's
just
not
asking,
true.
is it? I don't
No.
know. Is it? No? Alright, I'm saying. Because I've seen you at fights and stuff like that, and I just thought, whoa,
Okay.
you're a
All
bit
right.
touchy there.
Touching ya.
We're
Let's
We're
hope.
wrapping this up. All right, well, thank
Just what we've
you.
heard.
Thank you for your time. It's great
No,
seeing you
thank
again. Great seeing you.
Great seeing you too.
Any final words?
No, none yet.
No message for
No.
Josh?
None.
None?
Because Josh is always right.
All right, well, I guess that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Bye, fans. Hey, Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so by clicking this icon right here, or else.